Hi guys, my name's Antonio and you're watching All Things Reptile. What's up? My name's Antonio. Welcome to All Things Reptiles. So today I want to talk to you guys about my hobby and what got me into this hobby and how far along am I in this hobby. So actually, let's start with the last thing I said. I'm actually only about a week and a half into this hobby. In a couple of weeks I want to start getting more into it, and I'm actually driving right now, so I'm not going to be looking at the camera a whole lot. But I started this hobby about a week ago to more of overcome my fear of reptiles, because I was terrified of reptiles, honestly. And so how I started is I walked into a pet store I was doing my work, and I was driving, and I walked into a pet store, and it was terrifying because, you know, I'm scared of reptiles, and there's reptiles everywhere in a pet store. Or specifically, it's called the Serpentarium. So specifically snakes and lizards and frogs and stuff like that. And so it's like you walk into something that you're already scared of. And so I was hesitant to walk back out, but I didn't. I decided to stay there, and I asked the guy, how can I overcome my fear, and what is like his best option for someone who is scared of snakes but want to test out waters. So he started helping me handle snakes, and I was doing that for about a week and a half, and I realized that they're not scary animals at all. They're actually really calm and peaceful, and they have lots of colors when you really start to look at them. You know, I think generally people hear snake and then they all of a sudden think snake bite, like it's gonna bite me, or like it's just creepy, you know. And like you get into the hobby and you're like, it's not that bad after all. And so I wouldn't say my fear is completely gone, but it's definitely gone down a whole lot. And so I want to thank the guys at the Serpentarium for helping me out with that. So now let's get to where I am in this hobby. So currently I have one ball python, and I have a fish tank, but those don't really count as reptiles. But I have one ball python. His name is Memphis, and I absolutely love him, and I have no fear of him at all. But in the future, I mean, going on to bigger snakes, I mean, my fear might come back a little bit, but I don't think it would be a whole lot. And so I wanted to say that, and I'll show you guys Memphis later in the video. But now for my plans for this hobby, I want to grow a collection, a huge collection. And I'm thinking about getting a couple of leopard geckos, and I want to breed them, not for money or anything, not to sell them, but just to simply have lots for like cheap. You know, it's not the easiest thing to breed them, I know. I just have been doing a lot of research and asking a lot of people on it, and I mean, I don't want to sell them, if that's like, I don't know, because I know reptiles, they can have a lot of eggs at one time. So I might get rid of a couple of them, maybe sell a few, but I don't do it mainly for selling. I want to have different like morphs and colors of each species, you know. And so there is one thing for my plan for the future is I want to have a big collection. And two, it's just I love the animals now. I'm not scared of them, and I think they're amazing creatures, you know. And so I'll get back to you guys. I'm gonna go do a couple of errands and everything. That's why I'm driving right now, and I'll show you guys Memphis, and I'll show you guys the setup that I have currently for him and the rack system that I'm starting, so that way I can get these animals in here and make sure that they're in a safe, protected environment and not being harmed. So I'll explain all that to you guys after I get back. Alright guys, I'm back, and I'm gonna show you guys Memphis now. So give me 1 second. Alright, so here he is. I think he was sleeping, but here, I'll pick him up for you guys. Hey, buddy. Come here. He's a heavy little snake, but here you go, guys. I don't really know how old he is, but he's about 2 feet long. He gets his first meal tomorrow. He's tired right now. But anyways, feed him live. I'm gonna switch over to frozen thawed in about a month. But yeah, so I'll show you his setup right now actually. Alright guys, so here's his setup. He's currently in his hide. It's actually made out of a shoebox because I don't really see the need for having fancy $10 hides when this does the job. Look, he looks pretty happy in there. There's a little water bowl for him, and I actually made some locks up here. So what you do is you pull them up like that, and you can open up the door. You see? There he is. He's such a beautiful animal. And I actually use a ceramic heating bulb. I don't use a light bulb. And there's the lamp. And there's his water bowl. Alright, so here's the rack system I was talking about. It's just simple drawers with paper towel and then heat tape in the back. And basically, within the next week or two, there'll be leopard geckos in here. And a lot of people will probably say it's animal abuse to put them in drawers, but leopard geckos are actually nocturnal animals, so they don't really need light, and they breed in boxes. Not in the wild, but you know, that's how breeders box them, especially when they have multiple animals. It's hard to get a lot of fish tanks for them. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for tuning in this week.